They go off like a cannon, eh? Let us not be docile. Let us open our eyes. God gave us eyes to see, ears to hear. Let us use them. And equally so, spiritual ears and eyes. Examine things. George Muller is a con. He's a con artist. It's a con. The character is a con. Again, the man might be real or he may not be real. Who is to determine? But the character is certainly not real. Okay. Let me just mention something that's just come to mind. Okay. Ever thought for one moment, okay, the written testimonies of these children? There was 100,000 children in total that he helped. Okay? But there's not one testimony from any of them declaring that they belong to the George Muller orphanage. Not one testimony. So, you neo-evangelicals, if you're listening to this, you'd better write up some begging testimonies, hadn't you? Hey? You better get busy, hadn't you? Hey? There are 100,000 testimonies missing. And I'll tell you something else. Alright? Why is it, think about this, why is it that we have Billy Goat Graham, because he is a goat, okay, has converted tens of thousands of people, alright? So why isn't the world better? Oh, the neo-evangelicals give their excuses, but hang on a minute. Why isn't the world better for it? Because people would be living new lives in Christ Jesus. Why are we, the ones that are living new lives in Christ Jesus, better and are salt of the earth? Your lot, neo-evangelicals, should equally be like us, salt of the earth. Telling the truth, doing good, so on and so forth. Because equally you say that your people no longer drink, no longer womanize, no longer tell lies, no longer swear. They're living a new life, so therefore society which should be new, with the overwhelming influence of the salt. That keeps the society from rotting, but the society is more rotten since you lot came on the scene than at any other time. Why? Why is it opposite? Give your excuses. Because you are a failed religion. Because you are one of the many antichrist religions. And there's this equally. If you go to the times of Finney and Moody, and these two beggars, then they I tell you what, they should have got they should have got literally a ring and put Charles Grandison Finney in one corner and Dwight Limas Moody in the other, and got a bell going, ding! Now then, gentlemen, come out. Right, shake hands. Okay, Queensbury rules. No below the belt. No, not to go to below the belt. Yeah, but we're always going below the belt. Now just come out and start fighting, will you? Go to your corners and come out fighting. Because they fought. Finney stood up and said, I got 50,000 converts in Boston. Oh, I've got so many thousands here in Philadelphia. Have you, right, Moody? Oh, right, I've got this in. And they were fighting it. Oh, the thousands. There are thousands that they converted. They stood up. Jesus Christ, they stood up. Christ is salvation, not Moody or Finney. They stood up and they got their thousands. Going on to at least 500,000. But you know something that's very, very strange. Very strange, you see, for all that. That in 1861 to 1865, there was the Civil War. The most evil of wars ever recorded in history. When you think about what it was. 1861 to 1865. That shouldn't have happened because there was at least 500,000, 1 million people saved in America. It is said that Bibles littered the battlefield. Terrible. Terrible. And Moody said, I'm a Quaker. When he was asked, he said, no. I believe in the Quaker doctrine of pacifism. In other words, he was picking Quaker for that moment in time. Where were the converts? Abraham Lincoln, by the way, began that war in order to keep his own position as the president of then what it was called as a unity of states. Now, of course, the United States. He did that. He caused that bloodshed between sister and brother and fathers and mothers and so on and so forth upon the battlefield, and tens of thousands died in awful situations. Even in the concentration camps, they weren't fed. They were left out in the open, just fenced in. People were, and they just died. No water, no food, no nothing. They were just, it was awful. All because one man, Abraham Lincoln, wanted to remain the president. That's the arrogance of some people. And of course the world turns around and said, good old Abe, what was good about mass slaughter by one man who indeed was so manifestly wicked that he did that. And throughout, he declared himself still to be president of the unity of states, when in fact there was no presidency, because 11 of the states had seceded and only left the 2 northern states in place. So there was no presidency of a United States, to use the term today, United States of America, because there was no union. But he still carried on, regardless. But that's another subject. George Muller is a character in order to promote neo-evangelicalism against us. Now I would urge people truly to be alert. Come on, pull ourselves together. We are of the household of faith. We should look after one another. We should warn one another. We should not be shouting at one another. We should be guarding the safety of one another. We should not be listening to the world and taking on the world and then fighting one another, because the spirit of the world is aggression. The spirit of the world is deception. The spirit of the world is lies. It's falsehood. It's every evil way. Let us grab hold of the world and put it to one side. and examine it, because we're Christians. We're the ones that rule over the world. We inherit the world by justification by faith. We inherit it in the sense that we are over it. And we should examine it. We shouldn't be influenced by it. We should guard ourselves from this wickedness out here. This subtle wickedness. We should grow up, and we should defend one another and warn one another. Even the world warns itself against itself. Joe Bloggs all down the street, don't go that way. Oh no, Harry's down there, he's a blackguard, no, keep away from him. Your mother and your father said keep away from those gangs. Keep away. Keep away from evil, keep away from bad boys, keep away from tarts and sluts and the rest, don't they? Of course they do. And we should be guarding one another and saying to one another, don't go this way. Look at this. If you're not understanding this or you're opposed to me on this, you'd look it up yourself. Make your own mind up. Because you alone stand before God. You are accountable before God. And I'm only saying to you, examine. You examine. Don't be offended because I tell you the truth. Don't be offended against me. I'm not your enemy. The world is your enemy, and you are your own worst enemy. You have to do as we do, and we encourage you to do. That is to sit down, take time, get patience, and go over the stories of these people. As with anything else in life, when your breaking news comes, don't knee-jerk and believe it all. Examine it. Malala Yousafzai, okay? Let me give you something here besides Malala Yousafzai, okay, for you to look up. Come on. It's a good exercise. It's a good thing to do. It's your homework. And it's my homework. It's always my homework. Okay? Google Manchester bombing eyewitnesses. Get a pen, get a piece of paper, and then Google that on YouTube. This is a good exercise for your exercise book. And write down each one. It'll come up on the right hand side corner of what this eyewitness says. Click on it, open it up, listen to the story. Write down where the bomber blew himself up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you just do that. That's a good exercise. You see, we've got to start somewhere. And what I'm trying to do is to try and get people to exercise themselves to do this. Just go in. Manchester bombing eyewitnesses. And then click on the eyewitnesses. And then write down where the bomber blew himself up. And then you will find out for yourself the truth behind that breaking news. And it's what we should do all the time. Take time. Evidence things. Because the media is as crooked can be. It's a banana. It's as bent as a banana. And what appears to be honest isn't. It's a bit like that one. Did you ever get that one by the Royal Navy? Going into that, capturing that tanker in the Gulf. Did you cotton on to that one? The BBC and the rest of the news media come out and say, well, you know, the British Navy here has boarded this tanker and they're going in and seizing it, and they're following the British Navy, the Royal Navy personnel through this tanker, alright? I wonder how many cottoned on that not only did the Royal Navy soldiers there, as it were, sailors, that boarded this tanker not only looked Russian, but spoke Russian. How many cottoned onto that one, eh? Oh, but the news said it's British, so therefore everybody is set in their minds and overlooked the fact that these persons have the Russian look on them. Nations do have these certain characteristics into their faces that we say, hang on a minute, he's Polish, he's Russian, oh, he's Chinese, oh, he's Japanese. You know, it makes you laugh, doesn't it, when they get these German films and people are going into Germany and they're clearly American faces in these films. And they pass off as Germans even though they've got American faces. Because there is this feature, isn't there, about nations. Anyhow, you know, I mean, how many people caught on to that one? Eh? That the British Navy was speaking Russian and looked Russian. They'd just taken footage from somewhere and pretended that the British Navy had captured and got on board this tanker. It was a fake story. It's a fake story, just like the Kia, wasn't it, that took out Prince Philip's car. Eh? Something like 5 ton of metal gets toppled across the road by a family Kia. I mean, when you think about it, you know, the terrorists could be sitting there, so-called terrorists, and going, hey up, Jim. What's that, Bert? Hey, to think that armour-plated, bulletproof, bomb-proof and blast-proof car that Philip was driving, boy, about 5 ton of that, taking that back here, hey, we better get some Kias. The British Army is going on Salisbury Plain with Kias taking out tanks. It's totally absurd, isn't it? Eh? Totally absurd, but it's just, the world's gone mad. It's gone completely mad. And of course you get your eyewitnesses, and there was an eyewitness in that, and he said, oh, I didn't realise it was Philip because I was taking him out backwards. Well, hang on a minute, dear. If you're taking him out backwards, okay, then he must have been facing backwards and driving with his legs. His backside, basically. If you're taking him out backwards. So he strapped himself in to a seat of which he's looking through the rear window. Okay? Because in a crash, if you're going to take somebody out, as he was, said he was, through the windscreen, okay, the person's facing forwards. Unless he's decided for some reason to get up, or take off his seatbelt, get up, and face backwards for some reason. You've just got to listen to what they say. It's totally absurd, isn't it? Anyhow, I think we've done enough. George Muller is just one of a dozen or more people that have been presented in order to promote the new enemy on the block, as they say, neo-evangelicalism. Okay? It's the enemy. It's the enemy. And we shouldn't be embracing the enemy. Sadly, it is. We'll leave it at that, and we'll continue with the fake stories of neo-evangelicalism as we go on.